Hello and welcome back to another Marvel's Spider-Man 2 video. This past Thursday, Insomniac has blessed us with a story trailer to the game, and oh my god, it is beautiful. At first glance, you're just mesmerized by what you're seeing, but if you look closely, there's a lot to unpack, so I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to break down the new trailer and the new screenshots they revealed to us. I'll leave a link to the original trailer down in the description below, but if you haven't already, be sure to thwip that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on videos like this in the future. Without prolonging the inevitable, let's look at this trailer. It starts off with Peter and Harry catching up at the Midtown High football field. Harry explains how he has had a second chance and he's lucky to be alive. He wants to take advantage of the time he has to heal the world, but he can't do it without Peter's help. It then cuts to Peter and Miles suited up and swinging their way downtown. It cuts to a beautiful photography spot of the Manhattan Bridge, another city shot from either inside Queens or Brooklyn, and then a zoom shot of a beautiful carnival setting with fireworks on Coney Island. I can already tell this little set piece is going to be a highlight for me. Something about a carnival setting feels cozy and it's just a beautiful aesthetic. Peter introduces Harry to Miles and Genki. Of course, Mary Jane knows Harry. Miles anxiously asks if Peter will have time to tutor him still due to Peter's new job, which I'm assuming is either in Oscorp or funded by them for the Emily May Foundation we saw in the last screenshot we broke down a few videos back. Peter, of course, says they will work out a schedule for tutoring as it quickly cuts to Kraven and his hunters wreaking havoc. They are breaking into what I'm assuming is possibly Oscorp, or it could be a museum, but I'm gonna put my numbers on Oscorp. It doesn't show enough detail to prove anything, but we do hear a clever quip of Peter saying he didn't know there were bears in these woods. Thought that was pretty funny. Cut to the red Spidey using the web wings and another shot of Peter telling MJ of the name Kraven, while showing a menacing shot of the bub. Peter wants MJ to look into that name and see if there's anything useful to it. We then see Kraven's hunters and their aircraft and jet skis as it cuts to Peter carrying a tray and a suit while he says Kraven is on some kind of hunt. We then see Spidey trying not to get eaten by a mechanized dog. We then see soldiers and a suited man approaching some sort of crash site that has the symbiote. Could this be a flashback of Oscorp finding the symbiote, and could this mean they're following the ideal that the symbiote came from space? Only time will tell. This could be something else entirely involving the symbiote. Cutting to Miles assuring Peter that he's just a phone call away if he's needed, as it shows a brief sequence of the gameplay they showed us a month ago. And then we see our boy Martin Lee confronted by Miles. It makes my chest hurt as Miles says just how much Lee is taken away from him. We can see Peter in the background helping civilians as a huge propeller is spinning in the background. Did a ship crash, and was it Martin Lee who caused this, or is Miles talking to someone else entirely? We'll just have to wait and see. We then see Spider-Man laying beside someone else on the ground as he witnesses his old partner Yuri sporting her new alias as Wraith. Then we see Miles' mother explaining how all Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man and how he wants to help Peter. We also see a quick shot of Miles fighting against flying bird drones, but we also see the drones flying off with what looks like to be one of the research rooms that Harry spread around New York City. I'm not 100% sure, but if that's what it was, why? What information could be stored in there? And by all means, I mean, it could be just the Rhino inside another one of those little cages, but I'm assuming it's one of the research rooms. We then see the menacing superhero landing of Peter's black suit we saw in the gameplay reveal as Miles says, "What the hell is going on with Pete?" It shows a scene of MJ hiding behind a corner as she is witnessing Peter wreaking havoc. She is clearly scared, and I'm just curious as to why. I know Peter wouldn't intentionally try to hurt Mary Jane. She says he's not acting right. She pleads for Miles to go help as Miles smashes through a window to confront a lot of hunters. I'm assuming that's where Kraven is staying, and it switches to Peter holding the lizard down with his tentacles, but the lizard screeches and hurts the symbiote. Just want to apologize because there are a crap ton of cuts and it leads to a lot more cuts, so here we go. It switches to Kraven and his gang, then to Harry telling Peter this was their dream, quickly cutting to Peter landing and the black suit covering his red suit, then back to Harry walking a little menacingly as another cut shows Peter fighting a whole group of hunters and an explosion of tentacles go on a rampage. We then see Miles lighting up his Venom Blast against thugs as Norman Osborn grabs onto his son and says he's not going to lose him. Then it cuts to Harry throwing a glass cup against a window. Those were a lot of quick little shots, but I do want to talk about how Harry is walking. He is holding a cane, so you can see that he is not perfectly healed. So this could mean that he is Venom. I mean, he's probably using the symbiote as a way to keep himself alive, and it's just hidden. Also, you can see as Spider-Man is fighting with the tentacles, with the explosion, it is in the same room that Harry is walking, which I'm assuming is in Oscorp. Then, Bubs, here is what we've all been waiting for. It happens next. We see a slow zoom shot of Harry looking out into the city. It could be Peter, but I'm almost positive it's Harry looking out at the city as the voice of the symbiote assures Harry of the big dream.
We're going to heal the world.
It shows Venom destroying an aircraft and doing a villainous landing as he screams. This little sequence is chef's kiss, and every time I hear the masterful Tony Todd voicing our symbiote, I know Venom is in the best of hands. Venom sounds and looks perfect, and I can't wait to see them in action. And that's the trailer, Bubs, but we're not even done. They also announced the Spider-Man 2 themed PS5, and it is also beautiful. I would love it, but I already purchased the collector's edition, and my wallet kicked my ass over that. Whoever gets it, though, I'm super happy for you all, but we have a list of screenshots as well we need to break down. The first one is an action shot of Peter and Miles. It's beautiful and might actually be my new wallpaper. Actually, in fact, it is my new wallpaper. There's nothing super important that I can see in this screenshot, but it is beautiful. The next screenshot is Miles surrounded by Kraven's hunters, and these shielded men kinda look like they're wearing Iron Man helmets. I doubt it, but it's still cool. I almost guarantee this is Kraven's home, as you can see a bunch of wildlife hung all around the room. And then the next screenshot we will show off is Venom, and there's not much to show other than how perfect Venom is. I love it so much. I tried looking inside Venom's mouth to see if you could see a body inside. You cannot, you just see kind of a little hole where he eats people, so just like us. Carrying on to the next one is Norman Osborn speaking with Harry. They are clearly in the lab Norman kept Harry in the first 2 games. The symbiote is swimming around in the tank, and I'm curious to know if Harry maybe takes it behind his dad's back or something. Maybe he grows a connection with it and he steals it. That's only an assumption, it's not guaranteed, but it's a cool thought. The last screenshot is probably the most important because we have a possible first look at another villain. We see Peter using his tentacles to grab a hunter, but this could possibly be Calypso, Kraven the Hunter's love interest in the comics. It's nothing concrete and not confirmed, but I'd be surprised if they don't add her in the game to some fashion, and maybe this is just a little poke at us to say, hey, this could be her. And there you have it, Bubs. That is all of the Spider-Man 2 news that was revealed at Comic-Con this Thursday. What do you all think of the trailer? Are you as excited as I am about the game? I feel that you're not. I cannot stop thinking about this game. I need it now, guys. I need it right now. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and remember to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And until next time, take it easy, Bubs.